9 9
ठीक है
Okay, look at the solution. The number 63 is divided into 4 raised to 3. So 63 is divided into 4 raised to 3. Just 4x, 3x. So total how many part? 7x. The 7x part represents 63. 7x is equal to 63. Then x is equal to 63 divided by 7. That is equal to 9. So what is it? Then the smaller number is subtracted from the greater number. Smaller number is 3x. Greater number is 4x. So it is saying smaller number is subtracted from the greater number. So what does it mean? Greater number minus smaller number. That will be equal to 4x minus 3x is equal to x. And what is the value of x? X is equal to 9. That will be your answer. Or you can do directly 63 divided by 3. So total how many part? 7 part. 7 part will equal 7 part will represent 63, then 1 part will represent 9 part. And smaller part is subtracted from the greater part. Smaller part 4 minus 3. This is my greater part. This is my smaller part. So if I am subtracting, what I will get? 1. So 1 part is equal to 9. 9 will be your answer. Lots of 98.
No, 15, 9, 13, 25, 38. repeat.
Sikha.
A.S.S. उन्नीस दोनों उठा दो तो छः
Anupriya 14. Anupriya. Good. Tamanna 14. Now look at the solution. Three number are in the ratio of 3:2:5. Let's suppose A, B, and C are three numbers. They are in the ratio of 3x, ratio 2x, ratio 5x. Now what is saying? And sum of their square is what? Sum of their square is equal to 1862. So what is A square? A square is equal to 3x square, 9x square, plus B square is equal to 4x square, plus C square is equal to 25x square. And this is equal to 1862. So add on these. 38x square is equal to 1862. X square is equal to 381862 divided by 38. So it will be equal to 49. If x square is equal to 49, then x is equal to 7. And he is asking about the smaller number. The smaller number is b, that is equal to 2x. So 2 into 7, that is equal to 14. 14 is the right answer. Most of the student did the same mistake. Jyoti, Sakshi, Bocha, very. So what is saying? There are three students, class one, class second, and class three. They are in the ratio 3x, ratio 5x, ratio 8x. Had 15 more students admitted to each class. If I am adding 15 students in each class, then the new ratio become 6 ratio 8 ratio 11. Okay, you can solve any two ratio, find the value of x. Suppose I am taking the ratio of class first and class second. So 3x divided by 5x. Now 15 students adding to both class, and the new ratio become 6 ratio 8. 24x plus 120 is equal to 30x plus 90. 30x minus 24x is equal to 120 minus 90. 6x is equal to 30, x is equal to 5. So x is equal to 5. Now what is saying? How many total students were there in the beginning? So in the beginning, these are in the beginning, how many students? 3x plus 5x plus 8x. Total how many students? 16x. And what is the value of x? X is equal to 5. So 16 into 5, that is equal to total students were 80. Okay. You can take any ratio. You can take 2 and 3, first and 2, first and third, simply. And now we will use direct method. Okay. We will solve with another methods. Very simple. This is very simple. In class first, second, and third, the student were in the ratio 3 ratio 5 ratio 8. Now what is the final ratio? 6 ratio 8 ratio 11. How this ratio came? When I'm adding 15 students in each class. If I'm adding 15 students in each class, you tell me one thing. But before adding, you have to check one thing. Here, how many students I'm adding actually? 3 to 6. 3 students. In class second, how many also? 3 students. And in class third, how many students I'm adding? 3 students. Actually, I am adding 3 students, but in actual, how many adding? 15. 3 will represent 15. 1 will represent 15 divided by 3 is equal to 5. So total, how many students in earlier? 8 plus 5 plus 13. So 16. 16 will represent 80. That will be the answer. Okay. You just assume original student in class first were 3, in second were 5, and in third were 18. Now they became 6, 8, and 11. How much I am adding? In class first 3 student, in class second also 3, in class third also 3. But actually how much I am adding? 15, 15, 15. So 3 will represent 15, one part will represent 5, and total 16 will represent 8. That will be your answer. 100, 100, then say 100, 30, very good. The student are in three class. Let A, B, C, these are the three class. And the student are in the ratio 2 ratio 3 ratio 5. And what is the final ratio? 4 ratio 5 ratio 7. How many students am I adding? 20 students. But look at here, how many students I am adding in each class? 2 students. Here also 2, here also 2. But actually how I am adding 20. So 2 will represent 20, 1 will represent 20 divided by 2. 10. And how many students in earlier? 2 plus 3 plus 5. That is equal to 10. So if one part is equal to 10, then 10 part
हाँ तो लगेगा वे प्रूफ है क्या यार
100. That will be your answer. Very simple.
यार वाले पूछ हो रही है क्या
Now look at the solution. A 710 rupees divided among A, B, and C in such a way that A received 40 rupees more than B. What does it mean? A received 40 rupees more than B. This is equation first. C received 30 rupees more than A and C rupees 30 rupees more than A. So if I put A into put first into second, so what I will get? C is equal to B plus 40 plus 30. So C is equal to B plus 7. So this is the equation. Okay. A receive 40 rupees more than B and C receive 70 rupees more than B. This is the simple. So if B receive X rupees, then A receive X plus 30 and C X plus 70. And now total money, what is the total money? A plus B plus C equal to 710. So put the value of A is equal to X plus 30, B is equal to X, C is equal to X plus 70, that is equal to 710. So 3X plus 100 is equal to 710. 3X is equal to 110. Oh, it's 40. Sorry. It's 110. Yes. So 3X is equal to 710 minus 110. 3X is equal to 600 and X is equal to 200. And what is asking, find the share of B. So X is equal to 200. So share of A will be equal to X. A is equal to X plus 40. That will be equal to 200 plus 40. 240. That will be the answer. Okay. So find it out. Please ask me. Ten, 10. Very good. Puja, Puja. So, very good. Answer. Good, good. Yeah. A mixture contain milk and water in the ratio of this is milk and this is water. If 5 liter water is added to the mixture, then the ratio becomes 4:5. Before that, listen one thing. If suppose this is the mixture of 40 liter, and out of 40, 30 liter is milk, 10 liter is water. Now what I am doing, I am adding 5 liter water. If I am adding 5 liter water, the new mixture become 45 liter. Milk, milk will remain same 30 liter, but water will be 15 liter. Again, I am adding 10 liter water. Now what happened? My new mixture will be 45 plus 10, 55 liter. Milk will remain same, but my water will be 25 liter. So can you, what is happening here? Can you observe one thing? The milk quantity in mixture 1, mixture 2, mixture 3 remains same. Here it was 30, in mixture 2 was 30, and in mixture 3 was 30. What is changing? Only water quantity is changing. But there is no effect on the quantity of milk. Milk quantity remains same for all three mixtures. Because I am adding water. If I am adding water to the mixture, milk, there will be no effect on the quantity of the milk. Okay. So milk quantity, milk will remain constant. Now nothing is in the question. Now question is finished. Okay. Milk will remain constant. So what is the original mixture? Milk and water in the ratio 4x ratio 5x. Now 5 liter water is added to the mixture. Then the ratio become 4 ratio 5. Now what is happening? Milk will remain same 4x, and I am adding 5 liter water. Means I am adding 5 liter water. And the new ratio become 4 ratio 3. It is 4 ratio 3. It is 4 ratio 3. Original milk and water is 4x, 3x. And now what I am adding? 5 liter water. Means I am adding 5 liter water because milk will remain same. And the new ratio become 4 ratio 5. Find the value of x. 20x is equal to 12x plus 20. 8x is equal to 20. X is equal to 20 divided by 8. That is equal to 2.5. And he is asking about the milk. So milk. What is the milk? Milk is equal to 4x. So 4 into 2.5. That is equal to 10. That will be your answer. If I am adding milk, if I am adding water, then there will be no effect on the quantity of milk. Milk will remain 4x. It will always be 4x if I am adding water. Water will be added to the water. Okay. Now we will solve with the another method. This is milk, this is water. Original ratio 4 ratio 3 and final ratio become 4 ratio 5. Now tell me one thing. If I am adding water, the milk quantity will remain same. Yes, remain same. So in first mixture milk was 4 liter and in second mixture milk is 4 liter. So milk is remain constant. So no need to balance the milk. Now what I am adding? Now look what is happened to the milk. Earlier milk was 3 liter, now it became 5 liter. So how much water I am adding? 2. But actual how many liter I am adding? 5 liter. So 2 will represent 5 liter, one part will represent 2.5. And he is asking about the quantity of milk. So milk how many part? 4 part. 4 part will represent. That will be this. Because milk is same, so no need to balance the milk. If it was not same, then we will balance the milk quantity. Okay, we will do in the next question. So mercy to the sea. Okay, now look at this solution. Very good. In a mixture of 40 liter, the ratio of milk. So this is my 40-liter mixture, and milk and water in the ratio of 4:1. So total how many part? 5 part. If 5 part will represent 40 liter, then 1 part will represent 8 liter. And milk how many part? 4 part. 4 part will represent 32 liter. Milk will be equal to 32 liter, and water will be 40 minus 32, 8 liter. Now what is saying? So this is my original ratio, 32 liter milk and 8 liter water. Now how much water must be added to the mixture? Suppose I am adding X liter water to the mixture, so that the ratio of milk and water become 2:3. So the new ratio become 2:3. What it will be? 96 is equal to 16 plus 2x. 80 is equal to 2x. X is equal to 80 divided by 2. That is equal to 40. How much water must be added? 40 liter water must be added. 40 liter water must be added. Now we will use the different approach. What is the original ratio? 4:1, and the final ratio became 2:3. What is saying? Look at this. Look at this sentence. How much water must be added? What does it? What does it mean? If I am adding water to the mixture, the milk will remain same. Milk will remain same. Milk will remain same. So here milk is 4 liter, 4 part, but here milk is 2 part. So what I wanna do? I have to make this 2. So what I wanna do? Multiply this equation with 2. So what will be the new ratio? 4:1, 4:6. Now this is my final ratio. Forget about this one. Okay. Now this is our final ratio. So now milk is same. So how many, if earlier milk was 1 part and now it became 6 part. So how much part I am adding? 5 part. How much part I am adding? 5 part. Okay. Now I have to find out the value of 5 part. You know very well. What is the mixture? 40 liter. And total how many part of or mixture? 5 part. So the 5 part will represent 40. 1 part will represent equal to 40 divided by 5. That is equal to 8 liter. And how much part I am adding of what? How much a part of water I am adding? 5 part. So if 1 part is equal to 8 liter, then 5 part will be equal to 8 into 4. That is equal to 40 liter. That will be equal to. When we balance the milk quantity, then forget about this older one ratio. Okay, now this ratio, new ratio become the new ratio. Okay, this one become your new ratio. Now this is the last question. Then ratio will be finished. Four, four, eight, eight. Check your answer. DC four, Puja four, what's a four? Okay, 80 liter of mixture. Milk and water in the ratio of 7:3. So total how many part? 10 part. 10 part will represent 80. So one part will represent 8. So milk how many parts? 7. 7 part will represent 56 and 3 part will represent 24. It means milk is 56 liter and my water is 24 liter. So my milk is 56 liter and milk is 24 liter. Now what is saying? In order to make the ratio 2:1, how much liter of water should be added? So suppose I am adding x liter of water, and when I am adding x liter of water, then the new ratio become 2:1. Find the value of x. 56 is equal to 48 plus 2x. 2x is equal to 8. X is equal to 4. 4 liter. 4 will be your answer. Okay. And now we will use the ratio method. Okay. This is milk. This is water. What is the original ratio? 7:3. And what is the final ratio? 2:1. Now what is in the question? How many liter of water should be added? If water is added, then milk must be same. Milk must be same. Here milk is 7 part. Here it is 2 part. So multiply this with 2 and this with 7. Then only milk part will be same. Now it will become 14 ratio 2 3 the 6 and 14 ratio 7. Okay, now this is your final ratio. Forget about this one. This is your final ratio. Okay, so milk is same. Now how much water I am adding? How much part? Only one part. Earlier it was 6 part, now it became 7 part. Now I have defined out the 1 part value. Okay, so total how many part now? 20 part. Please don't deal with that. Okay, now 20 part. So 20 part will represent how many liter of mixture? 80 liter. So 1 part will represent to 4 liter. So 1 part will be equal to 4 liter. That will be your answer. Okay. So ratio is finished. I am giving now just brief idea of the average. Then we will start average tomorrow. What is the average? Average is equal to sum of the number to the total number. What is the average? Average is the sum of the number to the total number. For example, if I am asking what is the average of if I am asking what is the average of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So you know very well what is the average. Sum of the number. So what is the sum of the number? Divide by how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What it will be? 150. Sum of the number 150 divided by 5. This is equal to 30. So average simple meaning is the sum of the number to the total number. Okay. Sum of the number to the total number. So 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 40 plus 50 divided by 5. That is equal to 150 divided by 5 is equal to 30. Now, if I am asking what is the average of first 10 natural numbers? Come on, tell me. What is the average of first 10 natural numbers? Tell me. Very good. 5.5. Look, what the average means? Sum of the number to the total number. So what you gonna do? I am asking average of first 10 natural number. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 10, 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. Then divide by total how many number? 10. So it will be equal to 55 divided by 10. That is equal to 5.5. But these were only 10 number. If I gave you 100 natural number, then how you gonna add 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to 100? It became very calculative, no? So it became very calculative if I am giving find the average of the first 100 natural numbers. So remember one thing. Sum of n natural numbers. Sum of n natural numbers will be equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Remember this formula. Sum of the n natural numbers. N into n plus 1 divided by 2. Okay. If I am asking about the sum of the first 10 natural numbers, so n is equal to 10. 10 plus 1 divided by 2. That is equal to 10 into 11 divided by 2. 55. So you can easily calculate. If I told you what is the sum of first 100 natural numbers, what you wanna do? 100 into 100 plus 1 divided by 2, 50. Okay. So now what I am telling now? Average of first 10 natural number. What it will be? What I told you, average is equal to sum of the number to the total number. So what you gonna do? What you know very well, what is the sum of the number? N into n plus 1 divided by 2. And what is the total number? Total number is 10. So put the value of n 10 increment here. 10 into 10 plus 1 divided by 2 into 10. 2 to 11 divided by 2. That is equal to 5.5. Okay. So remember this formula, average equal to sum of the number to the total numbers. Okay. We will continue tomorrow. Okay. Because I give just a little bit of idea about the average. So we will continue tomorrow. Okay.